Hello and welcome. Welcome to EBINOTTIintuition and this reading. We're doing the new moon readings today, and we're doing them with the elements. So today is going to be the air element. Now, whether you're an air sign or if you have dominant air placement in your birth chart, or if you're just trying to balance out the elements in your own life, the air element is the throat chakra, third eye. It's about truth, your mentality, how you're communicating your truth in your life, you're standing in your truth, you're expressing your truth, and you're connecting based on your truth. So we're really going to work with the mental space today. The new moon cycle is a 2-week to a month-long cycle. So I typically read in the 2-week cycle because in 2 weeks we're going to do the full moon readings with these elements as well. Time is very fluid, so please take it as it resonates with you. Leave any messages that are for you, take the messages that resonate with you and leave everything else behind, keeping in mind that these are general readings, okay? If you want a personal reading, a one-on-one, focused or general for yourself, you can look down in the description box and find my contact information, and you can start the conversation with me, be it asking prices or asking questions to get yourself started, okay? It's a bit of a process, but when we get to it, the online readings are awesome because you get a personal reading that you can go back to and watch as many times as you need. Okay, we'll leave that as it is right now. If you are not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. If you like these readings and the content that you found on here, you can check out other readings on the channel as well. When it comes to astrology and other spiritual aspects that I myself do not have expertise in, I like to share a lot of that content that I follow that I think is relevant for the collective on Facebook. So you can check out EBINOTTI on Facebook as well. In terms of other content readings and things like that, Instagram, TikTok, those are great places to connect. If you want to see more, check that out. So let's get right into it. The decks that we're using, I pulled a few decks for us today for these readings. The decks that we're using will be listed down below if you're curious. Okay, I want to start off with these Aboriginal Totem cards and get a couple of these to go in our little picture frames to get us started with a theme for the reading and maybe some guidance and understanding. Ooh, there's the first one. So all of the artwork on these cards is different based on the message. So there's your little piece. And the first card says, indifference. Some things are worth worrying over, but this isn't one of them. Let go of this situation and reclaim the happiness that has been stolen from you via these past events. So definitely feeling the need to let go of something. Coming into this reading, I really felt that mental attachment, things from the past still on the mind. We'll see where that takes us. I had some really good energy coming into this reading, though, a little bit of fun. Oh, I forgot to show you. Okay, so there's the artwork for your card. Discretion. Friendships are fantastic when there's equality in the relationship. Maybe it's time to undertake a quick audit of your friendships to ensure that they are reciprocal. Okay, so I was really feeling a possession energy coming into this reading. I heard that song, You Don't Own Me. You know what I mean? And me and my mom, we love to have like movie nights and do old throwbacks to movies like The First Wives Club with like Bette Midler, Goldie Hawn, Diane Keaton, I think it is in that one. And there's a part where they all kind of do their old high school dance to that song, You Don't Own Me. And I was hearing it play out over and over as I was getting ready for your reading. So coming in and seeing that there are some imbalances in the connections in your life is not surprising to me, especially with something like a mental barrier going on. So not surprised to get started in that way. Let's see, now we're going to go into some oracle cards. Same thing, get 2 of these oracle cards to go up here in our picture frames. Indifference and discretion. Definitely some imbalances here. This is really going to come down to self-worth and self-love, you know, like I'm big on self-love because not because it's like trending, you know what I mean? Love yourself, I loved that part in the Euphoria episode, if you guys watch Euphoria, if you know what I'm talking about. But I loved that moment because it's so true. And it's like, what about hating yourself? Just self-loathing, you know what I mean? And like the things that we do to ourselves, the people that we allow around us, the shit that we like lean into as our crutch because of self-loathing. Like, fuck self-love. Like, that's the easy part, you know what I mean? What do you do with all the loathing? Okay. We're gonna see. This is gonna be a fun one. I know it already. Okay, so we're going to try and get 2 of these as well. Sometimes a couple come out together and we take them, but we'll see what we get here with this Return of Spirit deck. I love these images. Again, each one of these images is different on the card, and it's made out of sacred geometry and stuff like that. So they're very powerful images. If you connect to it, you can pause it, take a screenshot, make it your background, whatever. Okay, so we want to, I'm going to take that one because it almost fell off my fingers. Integrity. I love this card. It's such a weird looking little card, but integrity. This is really about, again, aligning to your values and really sticking to your honor system. So what happens when you don't, right? What happens when we do something that we are maybe ashamed of or embarrassed about in some maybe not, you know, like life-changing way. It could just be a small thing that really affects us though, and you feel that sort of humiliation or embarrassment. Keep this in mind, you know, that some things are worth worrying about and some aren't. You know, the things that you maybe have done or have had happen to you in your past, the advice is to focus on who you are, you know, and what your values are and what your intentions are, and whether or not that lines up. So to me, this feels a lot like building your own philosophies and really getting clear about what you value and what you respect. Because when you're looking at other people and seeing that you don't respect certain things, you're really doing a self-evaluation, right? So you need to look within yourself right now and really focus on, maybe there's something you're focusing too hard on and you think that it's something that, you know, just is so shameful and just makes you, you know, just not cool or not worth anything. But that's like a huge flip on how you would be maybe giving a friend going through the same thing some advice. So maybe look at someone in your life that you really care about and think of them going through something like this and what you would say to them, you know, to be like, hey man, like it's all good, like everybody feels this way sometimes. Oh, there's our saying. What a beautiful card. Oh my god. Manifest. Look at the colors coming off of that. That's just the rainbow there. I've never even really noticed the rainbow in that card before, but it's just full-fledged coming out right now. So let your freak flag fly. You know how it is, right? Okay, because the advice over here is discretion, I think when it comes to manifesting, okay, when it comes to really being true to your purpose and your desires, there's no compromise there. You might think that you can compromise and live under some, you know, other guidelines, but you can't. This is who you are, you know, and there's no way to manifest, truly manifest from a place that's not authentic. So on the bottom, contact. So that's the second time now that I have had a reference from the first reading that I did for you in this reading. So I highly recommend you go check out the Earth Element reading because I just did that one and this card came up as well. And it was like, I wasn't even going to show the bottom of the decks in this one and it just kept peeking out at me. So take that as it resonates with you. But that's the truth of manifestation. You know, it is real. And nobody can prove that to you until you know, because you try it yourself. You go rogue, you give it a go, and fuck me, it works. And you just keep going with it. So I think you know that. I think you know how powerful manifestation is. And if you're having trouble manifesting something specific or in a good, like in a powerful way right now, I think it's because of a lack of authenticity in your life. So there, in some way, there's people around you that you feel that you can't be yourself around. Maybe these are like the closest people to you and the people who have in some way gotten you this far. Like, you know, you've grown and had really powerful connections with some people around you that right now things just, it would be more beneficial for you if you just went independent instead of sort of clinging to how comfortable and supportive people have been around you in the past. It's like they're not going to be comfortable moving forward though, because you're doing something different and they're not there for you for this thing. Does that make sense? It feels a lot like you're doing something now that's very unique and independent for you, and something you probably wanted all your life. And if people maybe that have been in your life for a long time don't see, support, understand, or they aren't like, you know, there for you, shouldering the burden with you as maybe they have been in other parts of your life, it's because they're not meant to be. You know, there comes a time where you have to kind of go independent and build on your own, and that's how this feels. It's like the thing that you're about to do is going to be solo. So let's see. Let's see here. Yeah, Tower coming up on the bottom. I don't always look or even see the cards on the bottom, but we got the Tower coming, the Moon, you know. Yeah. That's the second time I've seen the Wheel of Fortune for you now. Okay, one more shuffle and we'll cut the deck and get into this. So we're going to get a quick pick spread out for you. It's a 5-card spread with 5 clarifiers. Release some of that. A little bit of release needed there. So the new moon cycle, you know, this is a great time to bring in some new energy for you, some inspiration, or a little bit of energy. I feel like you've been needing a little bit of motivation. Ooh, okay. First card out. Yeah, we're slow and, you know, okay. I'm like, so many things, so quick. The Knight of Pentacles is a very steady workhorse kind of energy. Like, and I don't say workhorse to judge. I just mean very capable. You know what I mean? You work hard, you get the job done, one foot in front of the other. Like, it's very much so the tortoise energy, where it's like you move slowly, but you move. You're always making progress, even when maybe things feel like, you know, they're stagnant, or you're moving backwards, or, you know, you're going through things that feel very, to me, from the outside, as a supportive energy for you, helping you to find guidance. These energies feel very shallow, very on the surface, sort of immature, not necessary. You know, it's getting caught in the devil energy trap. It's like you're trapped in the energy of fear and worry and always being alone in it and always having to work hard and, you know, that kind of thing. It's fucking exhausting, especially when you feel like you're doing that by yourself. So let's see what else this has to do with the air element for us. Another earth energy, the Two of Pentacles. So here it's all about priorities, you know, like, and that's the thing, you have been putting those priorities into place and making sure that, you know, things one way or another get taken care of, and that's what's most important. But again, it's heavy. You know, it's been not smooth sailing. It's mentally been very tiresome and burdensome, and it's been a lot, you know. But it's, in a lot of ways here, the real, as long as your integrity is on point, right, and you've got all your values lined up, earth element is balanced, then indifference is a great way to go about it. Because, you know, your indifference could be based in faith. Your indifference can be based in doing the best that you can. Your indifference can be based, it's like a detachment energy. It's like, instead of worrying about it, just do something else, you know, go and do something creative, something you really enjoy, something relaxing, or, you know, that kind of feeling. That's a lot. I already know these are going back just because the way they fell out. Sorry, because I know that was probably really loud. Okay, central energy, the Star. The Star, wow, powerful. A little bit coming out in reverse because I picked it up that way, but we'll take it upright and we'll talk about both, because I always like to talk about shadow element of things anyways, because not all of us are going through this energy in the same way. So central energy, the Star, is like, wow, the dream, the vision, you know, the purpose. It's all very clear. It's like, you know what you want. You know exactly what you want. And you've been working towards that, and all of the things that maybe have swayed you off your path had more to do with sort of normal human behavior, you know, just lashing out or cutting loose or whatever, you know, like you're well, I can feel how well within the realm of like normal you are. You don't have to worry about, you know, things that have gone down. You have to do your own personal healing, and you have to get your mentality sorted so that you know, and that's all based in integrity, who you are, what you value, what's important, and what the dream is. And once you have those things all sorted, like indifference is one of the law of detachment is also one of the laws, like the law of attraction. So the law of detachment is about, you know, there's a knowingness and also a non-caringness in stepping back and being detached from your greatest desires. You know, it's almost a surrender feeling. I love that word for it, surrender, because I feel like there's a lot of faith involved in that, no matter what your faith is based in. So let's get your next two out. Okay, I'm going to take those three. Okay, so let's just take them in the order they come up. Queen of Swords. There we go. There's some air energy right there. Queen of Swords is 100% no bullshit. You know what I mean? She sees the truth, stands in her truth, and only speaks the truth. So as a feminine energy, what we can take from this is not only the mastery of the mental space, but the soft and gentleness of it as well. You know, it can be very difficult to say hard truths. And sometimes they come from a place of anger, and sometimes they come from an energy of like fed up, you know, or fear-based places when you try to speak your truth and you're afraid of your outcomes, as opposed to sort of the enlightened state of you're doing the best you can and this is my truth. So no matter how you're communicating your truth moving forward here, it's coming from an authentic place, and that's what's most important. Trying to be graceful and trying to be elegant, gentle, respectful at the very least is the best that we can do. Okay, because hard truths are a part of life. So there's no sort of avoiding these, especially when you're in such an amazing state of not only manifesting, but clarity and understanding and desiring of what's always been meant for you. You know, it's a really powerful energy to be in, but it can bring up some really difficult communication amongst people, some things that are hard to express. It's not always an easy moving energy, especially when you do it like this, where it's boom, your change comes quickly because you have a lot of energy to manifest. So spending time with certain people, making sure that you are, if you can't, you know, be around someone because the truth is too cold, then I hope you didn't just see me spit. If the truth is too, you don't want to spit, you know what I mean? You don't want to be spitting shit all over people right now. Just don't spend time with them. Just discretion, you know, just pull back your energy and your time and only spend it with manifestation in mind. Okay, so we're creating now the beginning of the year. Think of nature right now, how it's rejuvenated, it's getting ready to just flourish. There's gonna be tons and tons of rain, lots of replenishment into the soil. Do you see what I'm saying? Take that literally in your life right now and only put your energy into the things that you're manifesting. So here, I love this to finish off our 5-card spread, and then we'll get into the lovers down here. The 7 of Pentacles is patience, which you can kind of expect in this season based on where things are in your life right now. Everything's not quite sorted. You know, you're working towards things and you're dreaming the big dreams, but it's like there's huge amounts of steps coming in between. So patience, you know, nothing wrong with that. You're doing the work. It's all back here, you know, you can tend to the things that need to be again, spending the energy wisely here. It's very important. It's a very big focus. Because maybe there's something in your life that's taking up so much of your personal energy. Like I can feel this partner. You really want to be wise with your energy outside of that relationship then, because of what you've chosen in your life. Do you see what I'm saying here? What you choose for priorities is very important. And sometimes other people you can't give them as much, or you can't be there as often because of what you've got going on. So a lot of that independent energy, but you are working towards the dream. So it's not just about like, oh, these friends are shit and I choose my boyfriend over the, you know, it's not like that. It's like you're gonna have to prioritize in a big way right now. So time management, energy management, most importantly, energy management. Keeping it clear in the mind what's for you so that you're not adding to shitting all over yourself here. Like you don't want to add mentally to your stresses. You want to be the one healing. So again, stepping into that feminine energy. Queen of Swords. The feminine is always a replenishing energy, a nurturing, a supportive energy. So doing some inner child or some shadow work could be very, very helpful. You know, spending some time in inner child energy, spending some time letting your shadow express itself, you know, so it can integrate into the system. King of Pentacles, yes, King of Pentacles. That's some great earth energy there. So again, mastery here. King of Pentacles, clarifying the Two of Pentacles. We have mastery. So you know exactly what you're... sorry, I totally skipped over the Lovers. I don't know how. In my mind, all the messages went so quick and then I forgot I didn't explain any of them to you. So Knight of Pentacles, clarified by the Lovers. Major Arcana number 6 here. This is about decisions being made in love, soulmate journeys, connecting deeply to partners. This is past energy for you, or something that some of you might be going through this right now. Whereas other people on this same journey, working with the same energy, have been through it, and it's for them, it's in the past. So this is something we're moving through very quickly right now. These decisions aren't necessarily something you need to make. They're definitely of value to you. So they're made before your mind comes into it. Where the mind now comes into it is thinking about what's priority and thinking about how we spend our time based on what's important to us, the decisions that we hold as value over other things in our life. Okay, so for you, it's mastery. I don't have to worry about you being off path right now or not moving in the direction of your dreams right now, because you can see here where all of your decisions in love are made from a grounded place. The mentality here just needs to catch up a little bit. So I love that, because I know we've already seen we have the Queen of Swords coming. Let's clarify now your central energy. Major Arcana number 17, the Star. Again, that drive, you know, the dreams, the fulfillment, the visions, the healing. The Star energy is so powerful, and it's such a great energy to be in. I love that you have this manifestation energy behind you right now. I know you're definitely in the mood. Yeah, look at that. Okay, peekaboo. I didn't even see the card underneath. So, Two of Cups, central energy under the Star. Now, this Star card has a lot of water represented in it, like most Star cards do, but I love this one because she's cleaning her wings there, right? And the water energy is just adding to how I was picking up on all that water for you anyways. This is so about connection. It's so about authenticity. It's from the heart space, the feelings that you feel with certain people in your life. You're making huge life decisions now, you know, and the mentality, even if it is just playing catch up, because I can see here, Queen of Swords clarified by the Seven of Cups. Look at the card. All these cups. A lot of those things look good. Some of them, I don't even know what the fuck they are. The other ones, it's like, that's definitely dangerous. You see what I'm saying? That kind of mentality is totally normal. From a master, because I can see that you're moving into mastery of the mental state here. You are not a stupid person. You have a very, very powerful mind. Okay, so I can see the only confusion comes from the emotional state, and of course it does, because you're a powerful person and you're manifesting massive change in your life right now. The dream space is very different than the real space right now. So changing things in your life in this way is completely normal to feel like this. And no matter how, because I can feel how erratic your emotions are and are going to be moving forward, know that when you feel like you fly off the handle, unless you're bringing drugs or violence into it, like you're really in control. Do you see what I'm saying? And some people really struggle with the shame of those extremes, and it's okay. It's okay because everybody makes mistakes, and when it comes down to it, it's, we all hurt each other and we all hurt ourselves, and there's something sort of, it's like I can feel the sadness and I'm like, oh, I just want to give you a hug. I get it. But you are cleaning up and healing real connections in your life right now, and that's what's most important, is that you're building real and authentic connections, okay? And when things get very confusing, know that a lot of what you're going through is completely within the realm of normal, meaning like a lot of people are going through this energy at the same time because it's time for it. The cosmos are aligning. It's this season. It's part of the species evolution. Like, it's bigger than you, even outside of the religious or cultural realms. It's like we are one species that works together to achieve a goal, more than just survival. It's expression. Human beings love to express artistically their emotions, and maybe it's important for you to write, to do something like that, or to express some kind of artwork. Yeah. Okay. 7 of Pentacles, clarified by the 3 of Pentacles. You add those together, you get the 10. The 10 of Pentacles. I know exactly what you're working towards. The 7 of Pentacles and the 3 together really show me how important it is for you to bring people in. Look at the bottom of the deck. Look at your bottom of the deck. That's exactly what you need right now. A huge influx of cash or resources, networking. The people coming in to help you close some of those gaps, kick the learning curve, speed up the timeline. Do you see what I'm saying? Be open to your own truth and expressing it, because that's what brings this in. That's what brings the clarity. That's what balances the equation. Do you see what I'm saying? It's not necessarily that you need people right now, because you need a mental independence. You need to be able to be confident enough to express yourself here, because laying boundaries out is doing more than just helping you heal past traumas. Laying boundaries out is opening doorways to things that you need, that allows them to come in very easily, as opposed to you independently working through your traumas and working to survive. Does that make sense? Connections here are what are actually going to be the thing that make things easier for you. Which means you have to differentiate between your integrity, which is what's true and real, and your fears. Do you see what I'm saying? Because there are people that fuck your manifestations up consistently, but not because of who they are, but because of who you are allowing them to be in your life. Oh shit. You're dropping truths today. We're going to leave that one right there. That was fucking powerful. And it's so... Know that you are very well protected here, and that you are very safe to dream. And also to dream for soulful connections, for tribe, so that when you speak, you know exactly who you are and you know who you're speaking to. Your soul people, your soul tribe, people that their soul is entwined with yours, understands yours. Before you have to say anything, you're understood. So when you sit down, speak to them. Okay? And that's how you build on that energy. That's how you're going to get the 10 and then the 1, which is like, the Ace of Pentacles is literally something you can hold in your hand. It's that kind of a gift. The Ace is brand new, so it comes in unknowingly into your life as something gifted to you from the divine, or from the universe, or source, or your fellow man, or, do you see what I'm saying? Powerful stuff. So stick to those manifestations, enjoy doing the work. Don't stress things right now unless you're going into it through shadow or through inner child, so that you can heal, so that you can understand your truths in the quiet of your own mind and live those truths authentically. Okay, so if you can't if you're struggling to go through your true desires from the inner child or the shadow aspect, again, think of somebody you care for in your life very much so, that you want to see have an amazing life, and think of them going through your experience and what you would say to them. And then the inner child is the innocent, pure, needing to be protected energy, and the shadow is the, you know, darker, more potentially sinister energy that needs to be tamed a little bit and integrated, not tamed, expressed, you know, understood, so that it can be integrated with to protect the inner child as well as the higher being. Do you see what I'm saying? So bringing it all together, that's how, you know, I like to work through it, and that's how we do it here. So I really hope this new moon cycle is just absolutely kick ass for you. I know you are kicking ass every fucking day of your life, so super proud of you for that. I really hope that you can see yourself clearly moving forward and see how amazing you are, and how amazing it would be for the rest of us if you expressed yourself, because some of us would absolutely love that from you, you know. So thank you so much for joining me today. Please give this video a like if you did like it. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already and you like the content, and I'll see you on your next reading.